Doberman Pinscher. A relatively new breed, these dogs were first bred less than 150 years ago in Germany around 1890 by Carl Friedrich Louis Doberman.
Mr. Doberman was a tax collector, and he had to go through some sketchy parts of town carrying money. So what he did was he designed the Doberman to help protect him so he would not be robbed of all his cash.
A 6-year-old Doberman is an internet superstar. Some say the smartest thing on 4 feet, the Doberman is the 5th smartest dog in the world. And would you believe this big, bad dog is descended from terriers? So why does this breed get such a bad rap? Maybe because the Doberman is listed as one of the most dangerous dogs in the world.
Dobermans have the reputation of being vicious dogs. A lot of people are afraid of them. They're not going to enter your yard if you have a Doberman in there.
And this breed simply looks ferocious. If Hollywood needs a villain dog, it's the Doberman Pinscher that gets the call.
He's always the dog in the movie that the rich man has, like, as his spy or guard dog that comes running after your favorite character.
It's true, Dobermans were bred to be tough. It took quite the potpourri of dog breeds to create this man-made masterpiece. The German Pinscher, Rottweiler, Thuringian Shepherd Dog, Black Greyhound, Great Dane, Weimaraner, German Shorthair Pointer, and German Shepherd.
It's a mishmash of different breeds to create what we now know as the Doberman.
With the perfect combination of strength, intelligence, ferocity, fearlessness, and loyalty, Mr. Doberman created a superior watchdog.
What he was really looking for was a dog who would have a very, very strong protective instinct, be massive enough to intimidate people just visually, but also he wanted a dog who was sort of more refined and elegant.
He bred the Doberman with 4 characteristics, which helped him become the 2nd best guard dog in the world, outranking the Rottweiler and the German Shepherd. Starting off the list, like that of a champion athlete, Dobermans were built for speed and endurance. They have a powerful, muscular body with a deep, broad chest. They're typically black with red or rust markings, but also come in steel blue or light fawn. The Doberman's head is long, resembling a blunt wedge in both frontal and profile views. Having strongly developed white scissor teeth, the Doberman's mighty bite is one of his most ferocious and famous attributes.
It has a particular type of bite, which tends to be like a multiple sort of scissor-type bite.
The ears have traditionally been cropped and carried erect, and the tail is typically docked at the 2nd joint.
Dobermans actually are born with floppy ears and long tails. So when they do have the ears cropped, it gives them that kind of menacing look.
The Doberman may look threatening, but today's Doberman is being bred to have a less aggressive temperament.
Over 4 generations, about 10 years, they bred away from aggression, and so they're much more gentle than they ever were.
Although today the Doberman is a versatile breed. They excel at police work, guarding, search and rescue. In addition, these dogs can be a lot of fun.
I remember dressing my Doberman up in clothes, painting my Doberman's nails.
Remember, every dog has his own unique temperament, but in general, Dobermans can be a great family dog if they're well trained and raised with children from early puppyhood.
If you don't socialize them when they're young, that's a very, very big dog to have an aggression issue with. And certainly if you have a Dobie with an aggression issue, they would not be appropriate to have around children.
Sit. Lay down.
I think a Doberman would be a pretty nice dog for a family, but, you know, choose the right breeder, the right background, the correct upbringing. You know, the 3 things to consider, as well as the genetics and the line, is socialization, socialization, and socialization. Absolutely critical to all good dogs.
These dogs are very easy to train. I've had a number of them in my obedience classes, and I'm telling you, they're always at the top of the class, always the star pupils. Because of their territorial nature and their guarding instinct, you've got to think, if they live in New York City, we have all these apartment buildings, very narrow halls. They might start considering the halls their own, and you're going to have to pass other people that live in the apartment buildings. So I'm thinking that they're probably best suited for individual homes that might be in the suburbs, or you just better be a good trainer.
Dobermans are prone to several inherited health problems, so it's important to get one from a reputable breeder or shelter.
They have a condition called von Willebrand's disease, which is known in the breed, where they're missing a clotting factor. So if they get nicked, they will actually hemorrhage to death.
They're also prone to a condition called Wobbler's disease,
which is a neurological spinal condition where their limbs shake and it's hard for them to remain sturdy.
The Doberman requires very grooming, and shedding is minimal and tolerable because of their smooth, short coat. Although the Doberman's lack of body fat adds to their fierce appearance by emphasizing their muscles, it makes them very vulnerable to cold weather.
You would want to make sure you even put possibly a jacket on them or a coat if you lived in a cold environment, because they're very sensitive.
So in general, the Doberman is highly sensitive to the cold. They have several inherited breed defects. Grooming is simple. They're one of the most trainable canines out there. And with proper training, they can do well with children and household pets.
What do you want?
Girl.
Good girl.